You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Black and White sports fans, we're going to be talking about Team USA basketball, talking about the men in this video. Now, this past summer, the Olympics were going on in Tokyo, and Team USA, they played in those Olympics. And boy, it was very, very unimpressive. Yes, they won the gold medal, but they had some bumps along the way. They lost a couple of exhibition games. One of them was to Nigeria. It was embarrassing. And who was the coach of that team? That would be one Gregg Popovich, a.k.a. Gregg Popovich. It was embarrassing, folks. And you know what? Nobody even cared about this team because of the stunts that were pulled by the NBA in that NBA bubble. When they decided to embrace Marxism, be pro-China, a lot of people were out. Nobody cared about this team. Nobody cared that they actually won the gold medal because, honestly, folks, this was really team anti-USA. Anti-USA. It's clear as day, folks. These NBA players do not care about this country. They want to turn this country into some type of a socialist utopia out there. I mean, the Marxist of China actually has some equity program or something like that, which is basically, you know what? Everybody gets something for nothing. And we know that is not the way the real world works. And everything has to be on racial lines. The NBA sides with what? Criminals. I mean, they demonized Kyle Rittenhouse. They put out a statement, basically celebrating the criminals in that whole ordeal. People are out on the NBA. And Gregg Popovich was one of the wokest coaches out there in the Marxist NBA of China. But however, folks, Gregg Popovich is getting replaced. And this coach we're going to be talking about here is just as bad as him. So we're going to be diving into that in this video, guys. But first, we will have a member live stream that will start today at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. Members on the website, members to the Black and White sports channel here can join in on the live stream. Silver members do get to be on the panel. You can pick up a membership. There's still time. We're going to go live here roughly in like an hour and 20 minutes at the time of this recording here. So let's go ahead. Let's dive into this, guys. Golden State Warriors coach Steve Kerr to be the Nets men's national team coach for USA basketball. Oh boy, here we go. Steve Kerr, a three-time NBA championship coach with the Golden State Warriors, has been selected as the Nets coach for Team Anti-USA. Sources told ESPN. Kerr will replace Gregg Popovich and lead a reshaped USA coaching staff into the 2023 World Cup and 2024 Paris Olympics. Kerr's coaching staff will include Phoenix Suns coach Monty Williams, Miami Heat coach Eric Spoelstra, and Gonzaga coach Mark Few, sources say. A formal announcement is expected soon, sources said. Kerr declined to comment Friday. Warriors star Stephen Curry said Friday that he was excited about Kerr leading Team USA. Quote, he talked about just he couldn't imagine when he got into coaching in 2014 that he had the success we've had, and he had the opportunity to leverage that into the Nets USA men's basketball coach, anti-USA, which is pretty awesome, Curry said. I know it will probably flex a different muscle for him in terms of it's almost like borderline. You got to go recruit some guys. You got to be the morale booster. You got to put in a system. But it's about the culture that you create around that team because you're not together all the time. And how quickly can you guys gel? So that will be fun to watch. So what do you guys think of Steve Kerr? We need to think of a new name for this guy, man, because he is just as bad as Gregg Popovich. I mean, Steve Kerr makes everything political, just like Gregg Popovich. Both of these guys are pretty crazy leftists. And they're really, really divisive when it comes to politics because they mix politics into sports. Steve Kerr, man, yeah, he won 3 rings, but so what? Team USA should be about being patriotic to your country. And Steve Kerr definitely is not. He wants to turn the United States into some socialist utopia like Gregg Popovich. I mean, Steve Kerr is a hardcore leftist. I don't have any respect for the guy, and I believe that anybody that's going to represent Team USA should be pro-American, pro-freedom of speech, but we know how the left is. They don't like any of that. This is disgusting. I'm not going to cheer for Team USA. I mean, they're not going to get their act together. I meant to say Team Anti-USA because they're not pro-USA, folks. This is not, the days of patriotism because these players, these coaches, show any type of patriotism. It goes against their BLM narrative and their China narrative. The Marxist enemy of China, Team Anti-USA, pro-China. Kind of funny, that none of these guys have spoken out on the Beijing Olympics whatsoever. They're not calling for a boycott because if they do, they're going to upset their Chinese masters. Same thing with Steve Kerr. Steve Kerr is always spewing out this social justice garbage, but he is also silent on China. Gregg Popovich, silent on China. I haven't heard Steph Curry say anything about China. Nobody has except, for Enes Cancer Freedom. That's pretty much it. But that's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and white sports fans, Team Anti-USA pits Steve Kerr to be the Nets head coach of Team Anti-USA. Not good. I don't care about this team. I don't care if they win a gold, silver, or bronze. I'm not watching these anti-American fools represent this country. All they're going to do is just embarrass us. They'll continue to embarrass this country in the NBA, the Marxist NBA of China. Once they sever all these ties, once some of these players just go away, there needs to be a whole revamping of the NBA to get people like me to come back. Anyway, guys, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure you subscribe to Black and White Sports, and we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.